All right, can everyone hear me so far? Let's see. Let's see what I can do. All right, if everyone can hear me, can you please go to the AMA questions side and type yes or no if you can hear me? Okay. It sounds like we're okay, sounds good. Sounds good. I'm getting a good amount of yeses. No. All right, all right, all right. So, today is Halloween. 10/31/2022 when we are hosting this AMA at 4:30 p.m. EST. Now, today we will be discussing the current state of Neoxa, maybe even a few future plans, and we will just go around and ask some questions for the devs and see what the community has to say and what they have to say about certain things about Neoxa and what their future endeavors will be. Now, I think it's going to be a good thing for everyone to see. Oh, wait, hold on, Andy's messaging me. Wait, how do I get on and speak on stage? Oh, 1 second. Let me bring Andy on stage. Let me see if I can manually do it. Andy's having a issue trying to get on stage.
I think I'm alright now.
Oh, there you go. The man himself.
Yo.
But as of today, we're just going to be asking the devs what their thoughts on Neoxa are and future plans and just go around and answer some questions that the community might have. Isn't that right, Andy?
That's right.
All right,
How
all
do we
right.
get Mr. Shinnery on top here as well?
I could probably get him on here. Let me go ahead and Shinnery. I'm trying to find him. There he is. Okay. Invite to speak. Ah, there he is. Shinnery.
Awesome. Thanks.
Hey man,
Hi,
what's up?
everybody.
Hi,
Hey.
Shinnery. You doing all right today? Doing some modding?
Yeah, as always.
Yeah, it's okay. Really busy today in Los Santos. As when we played earlier or moderated earlier, we had a lot of people on. It seems that the player count has been growing. A lot of people are interested, which I'm really happy for. I think that's a blast. It was fun moderating.
Oh yeah, it's not doing too bad at all.
Oh no, I think it was a great turnout in my opinion.
Yeah.
Certain servers or cities, I should say, only have like whenever they first start out maybe 10, 20 people, but no, 90 people this morning, 100 later on, that's crazy. That's awesome. That's a good turnout in my book.
Yeah, for sure, not too bad.
All right. Shinri, do you have any opening thoughts or anything you would like to ask before we head on into this?
Not really. The community just want to hear my voice. Here am I.
Oh yes,
There you go.
buddy.
That's right. That's right. Let's see. The Oracle has spoken. All right. I guess we can go ahead and head into some questions real quick. See what we can get ourselves into. Of course, I'll
Yeah.
mix up my questions and then we'll go to the
Yeah.
community questions and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, all good.
Okay.
Just to say, Harvey's gonna join us probably in a few minutes. He's quite busy on GTA, but he'll probably join us soon.
Yeah, no problem. Poor man. He's been on GTA a lot. Last time I was playing last night,
Yeah.
he was like, "Oh yeah, I've been up till 3 a.m." and I was like, "Damn, bro."
Yeah. I mean,
That's
we were
crazy.
up to like by 6 this morning, I think. Yeah.
Really, just
Uh-huh.
going through. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of dedication. I know a lot of people think that's easy to moderate and handle things, but whenever you got to deal with people RDMing and maybe there's lag or something, it's more than people think.
For sure. There's no lag on the server, luckily. It's just
Oh no,
people
there's
that's
not.
still learning. Just people that's still learning to play. For a lot of people, it's quite a new experience to do the whole role playing side.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
I think it's because people are so used to the regular GTA style and just just regular shooters that to where they just think they can go around it, which it's not necessarily their fault, they're just not they just don't know. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not their fault really to blame.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some people I will say there are some people that are just going around and doing it on purpose, which I know
Oh
they're
yeah.
being dealt with. So,
Yeah, for sure.
which is good.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So, let me open up my notepad real quick.
Harvey is in here. Maybe drop in top.
Oh, is he in here now?
He'll join once he's ready.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he should be joining us any minute now. Let me go ahead and. Okay.
Is this session recording?
I'm recording it. I don't know if other people of the community are recording it as well.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
No problem. No problem. I can send you the file, or I could upload it to YouTube. It's whatever you guys want.
Yeah, you can upload it. It's fine.
All right, sounds good. So we're just gonna have to kick this off with one of my questions real quick. I've went around the community too to get these questions to see just a general answer of what the people has to say and what kind of questions they have as well. I've had people DM me, I've had mods ask me these questions, so
Yeah, that's fine.
it's awesome. So the first question, Andy, is there
Mhm.
any plan to verify the circulating supply on CoinMarketCap?
Yeah, it's a good question. We've been in contact with them. At the beginning, it was obviously lack of exchanges and volume.
Mhm.
Now we've submitted it. I think 2 days ago we submitted it a new one just to update supply. However, we haven't gotten anything back from them yet. But yeah, we are definitely working on it.
Okay, yeah, so it's already been in the works. You're just waiting for a
Yeah,
response from them, right? Okay,
that's
no,
right.
that's
Yeah,
good to hear. Because I know a few people were a little worried. They're like, it's not really verified.
yeah.
Kind
It
of
says it's
curious.
a token still too. So yeah, it's definitely
Yeah.
something you want to get
Oh yeah,
back.
I bet that throws a lot of people off. We're in here with Discord,
Yeah.
like, no, it's a coin, and then they see it on CoinMarketCap, and it's like, token.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So, all right, let's go to a question from the community. Let's see, AMA questions. Let me scroll up to the top here. Will there be a server for Asia, Rust?
Negative. Not at this moment. It's not planned, and I don't know if there will be in the future.
Yeah, it would kind of have to be a bigger player base,
Yeah.
All right, let's see. A second question from me would be, is there any more information regarding the addition of a new major exchange? And if you can't talk about it, is there anything you can say?
There is obviously the one that we won the community vote, and there's a second exchange, which is a very top tier exchange. Unfortunately, they had a few requirements from us. One, we have to register as a company, which we are currently busy with doing. It will be registered in England. Two, we need to change our player base to over 18, which we've done already. We've done the due diligence where we say people must be over 18.
Right.
Um, and then the others was wallet changes, which we will do as soon as we start implementing masternodes.
Okay. Great answer. I like that. Let's see. Another question here from the community is, I personally really like this question. What is the first thing you would do as a developer of Neoxa if you were given all the funding that you were needed?
I'll open a headquarters in Thailand.
I knew it. I knew it.
No. Honestly, funding is not a problem. We see many people talk about when marketing, when does that. Sure, we know it's important. And we do have funds saved for that. We have the whole team for it already. However, we just feel like it's not the right time to do a mega push because our games we released, for instance, Minecraft, GTA, there's still some bugs on it. I mean, it's
Right.
something that we need to work through. I mean, we don't want to release a product, then promote it while there's still a lot of bugs on it. It's just not something we want to do. I'm sure many will disagree, but in our eyes, we want to iron out all the bugs and have things working smoothly. For instance, Minecraft seems to be a lot better now. Shout out to Elemental that helped quite a bit of the
Great guy.
server. It seems to be a bit better, but yeah, there's still issues, and it's something we're working on. I mean, as soon as all of that's done and we feel confident it's everything's working fine, then we'll start the marketing push. But for now, I just don't feel the time's right.
No, yeah, no, that's a good idea to make sure that it's all polished out to make sure there's no kinks.
Yeah,
No, I think that's a good strategy. I agree.
yeah.
Okay. Now, here's another one. I know that this question is a little more further out, and I do remember looking at the timeline, but uh, some moderators asked for this one. Do you have
hmm
any sort of timeline on the master nodes? Anything you could release?
Okay, so right now we just finished GTA. I think we'll work another week on it, and then we'll start implementing masternodes. Then we'll also have a lot more We can answer a lot more questions. I mean, we've tested it we've looked at it in private, and we know exactly what we want to achieve with it. As we mentioned, we want to do streaming with it. We want to do a
Mhm.
peer-to-peer streaming platform where just something that can't be censored and something that's on the internet forever, running from other people's hardware.
Right.
So that's one thing we want to do, and obviously we will be very focused on gaming because that's what we are. Um, and yeah, that's masternodes. I can't give an exact date, but we definitely want to start working on it as soon as GTA is done, which should be in the next week.
Yeah, that's awesome. Some guy said, are you or are you not from Thailand, and why Thailand?"
I'm definitely not from Thailand. Um, oh, I wish I was, but I'm really not, mate.
All right. Now, this question right here was a really big question. I know a lot of people are really curious about this. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll be able to give a direct answer, as this one is a little bit tricky. But have you made any progress on making the gameplay system secure the blockchain? Could you explain how it would work? Like, is every action done in game equal to one share or half a share, or how would that work?
So this is something that we're looking in the very long term. Obviously, we want to get masternodes out first. We want to get a streaming platform out, and then we will think about proof of gaming consensus. Well, it's very tricky. It's something that will be tested for a long time if and when we do it. So it would be a player action would equal a hash, and
Okay.
that would do the calculation. So it's something very tricky. Something we're not focused on right now for sure.
Yeah. If you don't mind, I'll happen to expand on that. Um, there's different actions in game. So a rocket would take longer to get. Now, would that be
Mhm.
more than one hash, or
That would
compared
be
to just hitting a tree?
So
Or
you would think of it as a higher difficulty hash. So because you get higher shares and just like mining would. Um,
right,
so yeah, pretty much the same thing. The harder the difficulty, the higher. So
right. So okay, that's what I was thinking that you guys were gonna probably do. That sounds okay. That sounds good.
yeah.
Let's see anything else. Yeah, because I remember a lot of people were really questioning like how that would work in a sense. I know a lot of
Mhm.
people were questioning to see
That's not
how that
even
would be
part of the
implemented.
roadmap. That's not even part of the roadmap. That's just something that we think it would be really cool.
Okay.
But yeah,
Alrighty. Let's see here. Do you guys plan to dox yourself or do a face reveal soon?
soon, probably not. But unfortunately, when we do register the business, it's not going to be too hard to find online. So maybe we'll be doxxed, but face reveal, yeah, people probably find out for themselves. We'll see. But it's not something we want to do now unless we move houses. I mean, like I've said before, we've got companies registered. Those on the register, it shows our home addresses, and I don't want a 12-year-old showing up with a shotgun because Minecraft is broken. I've said that many times.
Ain't that the
So
truth, yeah?
yeah.
You know. How will the winner of the 3070 comp be picked? Do we have to fill a Google form to be in with a chance, or how would that be?
I'm thinking we'll probably do it in a bit. We'll just choose a random Twitter winner and see if he followed the steps, and that's it.
Okay. Okay. Have you hired any blockchain developers, and if so, how many? Because I remember back in the past, you guys said that you guys were having applications for blockchain development.
Okay.
Was there
Yeah.
any progress on that?
So it's currently me and Harvey, and we are currently in the progress of hiring a third developer.
Okay.
Um, yeah, it's very close to having the third the dev on board.
Yeah, no, that's gonna take some weight off your guys' shoulders. I know that for a fact, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
That's a lot of work. Um,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
so is the Neoxa marketplace still set to be done by the end of the year? And if so, can you share more details regarding that, like how it would be implemented?
Yeah, just a second.
Yeah, no problem.
So the marketplace, how it will be implemented, obviously we've got 3 games now, Minecraft, Rust, and GTA. Basically, we'll offer cosmetics within the games. That's how the marketplace will start, at least. We want to offer cosmetics where people can actually spend Neoxa, and we'll burn the Neoxa as soon as it's spent. We'll just verify
Mhm.
the transaction with the TX ID, and then every time a person spends something or buys something in game, those coins will be burnt. Are we planning it for this year? So it's something we do want to cram in this year for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. A community question here. Will we have mobile games with Neoxa servers? What do you expect on this subject?
So when we developed the SDK is a kit that will allow mobile developers and mobile games to add Neoxa to it. And we've discussed this where we want to be multi-platform, where we want to be on consoles, mobile phones, and obviously computers. Right now, you can play Minecraft on console and you can play it on your computer. Obviously, we still need to add the part where people can register and add their wallet within console, but that's something we'll add. And then for mobile gaming, we definitely want to put one mobile game in the roadmap, but it's probably going to be something that's developed from scratch and not something that's existent, because unfortunately with games that's mobile, there's just not a way for us to properly verify, and that could cause some exploiting of the system.
Right. Yeah. And we know that whenever money's involved, people are gonna always try to find a way to
Yeah,
get
that's
into the
right.
system.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, yeah, I could totally see your point of view on that. Um, so regarding the marketplace, with the follow-up question, are you
Yeah.
planning on taking a percentage of the sales on the marketplace to burn, or how would that work?
We are planning to burn the whole spend. So as
So,
soon as a person spend on the marketplace, um, we'll verify the transaction ID within the transaction, and then they'll automatically receive whatever it may be, their skins, their cosmetics, or whatever it is. So yeah, it's going to be fully burned.
so it wouldn't be like a 5% or a 3% or
Yeah.
something. It would just be the entirety of the
Uh-huh.
transaction.
That's right. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. I honestly wasn't expecting that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Shinner, do you have anything so far? I've just been kind of firing off questions. Do you have any questions of your own?
Not yet, no. All
Not
fine.
yet. All right. Cool. Here. I've been reading off my questions. Let me go ahead and look at other people's questions real quick. What is the long-term goal / plans for GTA RP? Thank you, DJ Minds.
Is that Ned? I suppose so.
Yeah. Yeah.
um, Long term is we just want to keep on developing. Obviously, it's a brand new server. It's going to be rough while we start out. The launch has gone quite a bit better than we expected, if I'm honest. But we want to add things. We want to do our custom scripts, things that's not really out there. We just want to keep on developing, as with all the games, including Minecraft. Obviously, Rust we can't do much with, but with GTA we can add so much more to it and have our own city that's custom to Neoxa and not just every other city.
Yeah. So you want to integrate certain things for Neoxa to be implemented into the city, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Wow. Okay. That's cool. Let's see here. Thank you for the question, DJ. Let's see what else I can pull up here. Okay, here's another marketplace item or a marketplace question from the community. With the price of Neoxa fluctuating weekly and sometimes daily, how would you manage in-game item prices on the marketplace?
So that will be static. Honestly, we can't, for obviously the price goes up, the item gets more expensive, but we can't adjust the prices because um, then we basically control market based on that. So we basically just want a static price where people can spend. Obviously, it won't be ridiculous expensive. For instance, I've mentioned we can have a burner rank within Minecraft where people get a rank, just a rank in game, and they'll call a burner or whatever it is. And so, I mean, for prices, we don't want to set it to dollar value because what's the point? I mean, it's crypto, so one Neoxa will always be equivalent to one Neoxa. Yes, sure, the dollar value might go up and down, but I just don't see the point where we change the prices regarding what the market does. And
Right.
I mean, like I said, it's not going to be overly expensive anyway, regardless of market or not. It's not going to fluctuate that much. So
Okay. And I'm assuming that would be kind of the same. Well, the vehicles in game for GTA, right? I'm just pulling up an example. Obviously, those don't have like a dollar value in that. Would those
Correct.
have currency ties into the game as well for vehicles? Like, can people just go in and buy vehicles with Neoxa?
Yeah. So what we want to achieve is we don't want to make play to win, but something with vehicles, cosmetics, maybe clothing. Then we feel like, okay, it's fair play. We can sell that on the marketplace and people can buy it. They can burn some Neoxa. As long as we don't introduce anything that gives people the upper edge.
Right.
For instance, when we released Minecraft, in the discussion I had with Mojang, they said the biggest problem they have with lots of these servers and stuff is people give other people an advantage over just purchasing something in game, and that's something we don't want to create. But yeah, within GTA, if we do vehicles and stuff, obviously each vehicle is going to cost a different price. It just
Right.
probably depends on how rare it is or what's the in-game price, and we'll work it out compared to that.
Right. Yeah. Because I was kind of curious to see how that would be implemented. Because I know cars would be kind of a rough subject. Because I know some people I already know, like, whenever you implement that, people are gonna be like, "Well, why am I playing this if I could just buy the car with
Uh-huh.
Neoxa and all?" You know what I mean? Like, why would I? Why grind the game? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, what's the incentive when I could just,
Hmm.
well, flat out buy it?
Exactly.
Um.
Yeah, I get it.
So yeah, I could see, but no, that's good. In my opinion, that's what I think separates Neoxa from the other projects to
Yeah.
where it's not pay to win and it's not like, oh, you have to buy an NFT or something to even play. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Exactly.
that's
Yeah.
that's where it's more trustworthy and I like it.
Yeah.
It helps. So I
For
like
sure.
that. So will use cases be added soon, like roles in the servers, queue skips? How would that work?
Yeah. So with adding another developed Neoxa, we obviously get more time on our hands to do all those things. Um, so we're gonna have people working on the blockchain side of things, and we're gonna work. Some people's gonna work on the game side of things. And yeah, that's pretty much as soon as we got another person doing blockchain development, because obviously that's important. We are a blockchain after all. Um, as soon as we get that going, we'll definitely get to it.
Okay. Yeah. Now let me flip over to the AMA questions real quick. Let's see. I saw a good one earlier. What games do you have in mind next for Neoxa?
Rocket League.
Rocket League.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Awesome.
My for
Yeah.
some reason my mind went to Roblox.
Definitely Rocket League, not Roblox. No.
Because I just remember the old AMA and you were just like, "Oh, it's gonna be Roblox, bro. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah. Everything
Roblox."
changes, man.
And then it changed.
Yeah, yeah,
Or
definitely.
Fortnite. I thought it was gonna be Fortnite too. I thought Fortnite would be a pretty big one too.
Yeah,
But
yeah, definitely.
no, Rocket League,
And
that's
the
good
nice
because
thing
you
about Rocket League, I can tell you something. The nice thing about Rocket League, it's a game that cannot be cheated, really.
right,
And
correct.
something like Fortnite, yeah, it can be cheated. So, and that's when we do games like, for instance, games on the Epic Store. uh, Unfortunately, we do not have control. Those control is within Epic, and we don't have control over it. So, Rocket League makes it a lot easier. It cannot be cheated. So yeah, definitely Rocket League next.
Yeah, I think with Rocket League you could actually track the stats if I'm correct.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, we can.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, so that would
there's
make it easier.
there's premium APIs that we can use for it.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's awesome. Following up on that, someone just posted, will Neoxa be implemented into games like Valorant or CS:GO?
No.
No.
Unfortunately, there's such a big cheating element to it. I mean, the games we have now, yes, you can cheat it, but at least we can see when a person cheats and we can get onto it. But yes, CS:GO, Valorant, honestly, it's just a recipe for disaster for now, at least. Like I said, next Rocket League, and then we will focus on what's next.
Okay. No, I agree because CS:GO is always really bad.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Spin botters and it's crazy. I remember that.
Cheetah's heaven.
Yeah,
yeah.
no, it is. It is for sure. Um, yeah, no, that's insane. So next question here is, are you guys planning on reworking the white paper soon?
Um, yeah. Sorry, man. Just lighting a cigarette there. Yeah, definitely. So we just want to pretty much when we start implementing masternodes, that's when we will start reworking the white paper, because then it gets a bit more technical and we need to add technical aspects to it.
Right. Yeah.
But this time around, definitely getting someone to help us write a white paper, because our writing skills are absolute shit. Um, definitely, that's what we're getting.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people DM'd me about the white paper about, and they were like a little nervous about it, and it was just like, well,
It's terrible, yeah. But I mean,
yeah,
yeah, definitely
no,
something
yeah,
we'll do.
yeah, no, that's awesome. That's awesome. Zelcore updates. I'm getting this question a lot. Is there anything going on with Zelcore? Any more progress with that, or
I can't tell you. I can try and get an update, but I don't know. So I can,
genuinely?
yeah, I'll ask them and I'll give everyone an update.
Okay, yeah, because I know it's not just like, oh yeah, we could easily implement it. I know it takes time, so that's good that you're just being honest, not just saying,
Yep.
oh yeah, no, it's working, guys, it's working. I appreciate the honesty. That's awesome.
Yep.
Uh, what are the current security measures against hacks and infiltrations regarding the core wallet? Are there any updates coming from the core wallet? I know there hasn't been really too many updates since the release.
Wait, so are we talking about gaming hacks or are we talking about core wallet hacks? Now I'm a bit confused.
Well, just both. They kind of worded this question kind of weird, so I guess
Okay.
for both sides,
Okay.
if you want to answer one and go to the other.
Yeah, so with games, all we can do is adminning. I mean, that's the best we can do. I mean, we're really starting to build like a good group of admins. And that's pretty much it. And obviously we've got some custom scripts running on the game servers that sends us alerts whenever there's a hacker on the server or whatever. We managed to get quite a bit of them. Obviously it's always going to exist and it's something we're always going to combat. But yeah, it's definitely something that as soon as we add more admins, I mean, and we've got quite a handful already, that will get done. As for main wallet, well, the main wallet will be updated when we start implementing masternodes. So that's when the wallet will change quite a bit.
Okay, awesome. I personally like Trust Wallet, new exchange listing probably. Okay, new exchange listing possible in 2022, or would that be next year?
I believe
For
it will
like
be
the
this. I'll believe it will be this year. Definitely. I really believe so. I don't want to say definite, but I believe so, yeah. It's always paperwork, formalities, legalities. It's just it's terrible, but I believe it will be this year, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's hard. That's a lot of paperwork plus taxes, and it's a lot. It's a lot. So, um, what are your thoughts on doing a weekly AMA or something along these lines to keep
Yeah.
the community updated and refreshed?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. We could do that.
Shinri, would you be happy to host some days, or just in case I'm off, or we could go back and forth? Would you be okay with that as well?
I could give it a try, sure, but I think ginger beef or Neoxa would maybe better one. But I got struggle sometimes to translate my thoughts into English.
No problem, man. You don't have to feel bad for that.
No,
I
I
could always
don't.
talk to.
I just tell what I can and what I can't.
Yeah, man. I can go ahead and get on the phone with Neoxa, or I'll ring him one day and then I'll say, hey, you want to go ahead and do an AMA? And then we could do it weekly. We'll have a schedule so that everyone's on board and we can have a set time that works for the devs. And, that is just genuinely a good time for everyone. So that would be a good idea. So going on from there, any plan on actively posting on the blog again? Because right now I believe it just links to Medium.
No, we're gonna go switch over completely to Medium. There's a new blog post coming this week with an update.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Now let's see. Let's see if I can go. Okay. Here's another community question that got a lot of upvotes. Concerning the block distribution, initially it was planned as a following, and it had an example of the year 2, year 1, year 3. I'm sure you know that. It says, why did you decide to change your plans and add masternodes? Will proof of game grow in share, get more than 15% as it was planned initially, or what was the plan, or what is the plan going forward?
So with time, as we develop, things are starting to make more sense, and we'll probably we'll probably change again. But as for the block rewards, I feel like we are quite confident in having it as we said. We're going to do masternodes at 40, proof of work at 40, bog at 15, and dev fund will stay at 5, for now at least. And then the reason being is there's, for instance, as of now, gaming does not secure the chain. So people need to keep that in mind. If gaming were to secure the chain, then we could go and say, okay, let's be crazy and give 50% to gamers. But it currently does not secure the chain. So that's definitely something that everyone needs to think about. Obviously, we are gaming focused, but we also don't want to get attacked again. Or so that's just something we have to do. And as for the masternodes and the proof of work, we split it quite even because at the end of the day, we always going to have miners on the chain and people that wants to invest. And the reason why we want masternodes is to do the streaming platform, like I said. And so our investors is definitely going to go to the masternode side, which they don't have the mining equipment, while we still give 40%, which is a large amount, to the miners. And yeah, that's pretty much how it's going to stay. I don't see us changing that. Don't take my word for it for right now, but I genuinely believe that's how it's going to be. Everything can change, but that's it for now.
Okay. Yeah, and regarding that question again, I know I asked it earlier, but I know more people have joined in. As of
Mhm.
recent, I'll just go ahead and regloss over it. Are you currently trying to make sure that the game system does secure the blockchain? Like, is that in the works, or is it just like, oh, that would be, that's like a
That's something
plan?
that would be really cool in the future, but I'm not saying when in the future.
Okay, but you're definitely gonna
Because
try to go for it, right?
yeah.
Okay, awesome.
But yeah, gaming does not form part of consensus, so we got to make sure our miners, and obviously Masternode secures the chain as well, but that's not the reason why we're doing it.
Right. Okay. Um, another good community question was, let me see, will there be any tier-based masternodes in the future similar to what Flux currently has, like the Cumulus and stuff like that?
So basically, we are going to start off with masternodes. That's going to be basic, and that's going to be initial stage of development is those masternodes. But obviously, we're going to need masternodes with different requirements, because we need specifications for when we do the streaming, when we add the SDKs for other developers and all that. So for at first, we're going to have a lower tier requirement, which will be 550K. The next tier, don't ask me about requirements now. I can't even tell you yet. But that's when we're going to want people to be running servers, but with higher storage capacity,
Mhm.
and as well better specifications. But as of now, I'm not going to give any answers. It's something I'll be able to maybe tell you in the next week or two. But for now, I'm not going to answer it because I'm in the middle.
Okay. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you can't go over like the hardware leaks for it or like what you would need.
There will be two tiers. One's going to have minimal storage, and the other one's going to need a lot of storage.
Okay.
Maybe a terabyte plus. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure like you're gonna be able to host it on Flux, right? Am I correct on that?
So I'm going to speak to the Flux developers. What we would like is people, but keep this in mind. We don't want to centralize the chain as well because we can't just have everything hosted on Flux. But seeing that Flux is a partner with us, we do want to work with them to make it really easy for our members to host masternodes. So even if it's like half of our masternodes is hosted on Flux, that's fine. And so definitely something that we want to do is speak to the Flux developers and see how we're going to do it, because I'm pretty sure they can implement that from their side. And yeah, I'll definitely be able to give an update in the near future for that.
Yeah. Okay. Because I know certain people, especially some of the mods, I won't say who, are really hyped about running master nodes, and I am too. And we
Yeah.
were just curious to see, like, I know that you guys don't have any for sure answers or anything concrete regarding the master nodes for hardware requirements, but
Yep.
we were just kind of curious to see, like, if we were able to host them on Flux with IPS, I believe it's called IPS or ISB, I don't
Uh-huh.
remember. or if we would just have to host them on a separate computer and see how much we would need for that.
Well,
So
there's going to be a few things that we'll probably put in a good guide. We definitely, yes, people can host their infrastructure from home, but we also would recommend against it for most people. Not everyone, but most people, because unfortunately, a data center is a bit more secure than your home computer most of the time. And yeah, we'll definitely give a good guide and how people how it will be done.
right, okay. Going back to the Neoxa part right here, with the AMA questions. What about marketing? Do you plan to spread the vision and future plans via Twitter Spaces as a starting point?
Well, we're doing a Twitter space tomorrow, I believe. So yeah, definitely.
Okay, so
Now,
yeah,
what
that's
about
awesome.
and what about marketing? I mean, I answered that earlier. If as soon as we get our bugs ironed out and feel we are confident with everything that we've launched, that's definitely something we're going to dive into. We've started a little bit on the side, but definitely not gone full scale marketing. But we'll definitely get there in the near future.
Okay. Um, Going back to like the games of you implementing them, how do you see? What are your visions on Overwatch 2, or those other games that could possibly be tracked?
Hmm. Um, I mean, right now we're going to do Rocket League. We can't make a private server for Rocket League, no, but it's got a good API.
Hmm.
It's got a very good API that we can use. As I believe the same with Overwatch as well. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's something I can look at. I'm sure they've got a very good API as well. But yeah, for
Oh,
now, just Rocket League coming next. I can't tell you what else.
right. Yeah, we're just speculating here. It's not anything concrete. We're just
Yeah,
trying to see what goes through.
yeah,
So let's see. So is that like one of the big things is the API? That's a good API that you're trying to like for selecting the new games. Is that what's big is the API and how well it can be tracked?
correct. Yeah. If it doesn't have a good API, we can't use it unless it's private service, which we can build on.
Right. Yeah, because then it would be extremely hard and difficult to even track what players are doing.
Yeah.
Zelcore, we already answered that. What about studios building games from scratch with Neoxa? I remember months ago a studio asked any updates on that.
Yes and no. The thing is, our goal was always put it on games that's already existing and popular. But who knows? Maybe in the future there will be some. Actually, we still speak to those people you refer to. And yeah, maybe in the future we'll see something, but for now, no.
Okay. Let me see. Here's one from today at 2 or 3 p.m. Will Neoxa be game agnostic at any stage, or would it be require coding to meet each game's certain EULA?
Yeah, we need to be with the EULA of each game.
Right, yeah. Because then it would be like the way I see that question is it would be hard to go out and make the game or the system and then they
Yeah,
shut it down instantly because it doesn't coincide with the rules.
yeah,
So that would be
yeah.
kind of difficult to go in with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
How do you see the future outlook roadmap for the next 5 years? Sorry, it's a bit vague.
Next 5 years.
Yeah, this is
I
this
can't
is
even
one
tell
from.
you what I'm having for breakfast tomorrow morning, man. Uh, no, I'm kidding. So, um, well, this year we are going to try and finish up with masternodes and have that implemented. Next year is going to be a very big year for us with the marketplace. While we believe we can have the marketplace by the end of the year, but adding on to the marketplace, then we want to have pretty much the marketplace done and the streaming done, maybe end of next year. And if we can get those two things done, we can look at the third year. I mean, we just, I think, how old are we now? We're 5 months, maybe
If, yes, yes. Let me check.
about five
Uh,
months old.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, 5 years is a long time. And the worst part is for us is we've changed so much since we've initially launched. So things can always change, but we just in the next 5 years, we really just want to be, how can I say, just a hallmark in the gaming industry. That's something that we really want to work on. Where people would reach out to us and actually, the thing is, people need to realize we will always have popular game servers just for the pure fact that people get paid playing it. So when another developer creates a game, maybe he doesn't have the audience, maybe he doesn't have the budget to do marketing. So we want to be there for those developers where they can basically implement Neoxa and make the games popular, because popularity within our games is, it's really not hard. You can see all our servers doing pretty damn good.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, just next 5 years, honestly, we just want to work towards being a pioneer for people that needs to get the word out in within the gaming industry and other games, maybe other popular studios games or whatever it is.
Okay. So with the servers, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we have like I believe three servers for Rust, correct?
Yeah,
Three
correct.
like game servers.
Yeah.
Now, what if someone, for an example, let's say I wanted to open a server, and how would that process go? Like, would you later
Okay.
do it later on down the line, or would that be like more towards trust factor? How would that? Would
So
you be open for everyone?
um, so it will become, if we do that, it's gonna have to be whitelisting. However, what we're gonna do is, I think I've mentioned before, we just finished up the Minecraft server, and once the bugs are ironed out and all that, then we'll be able to make a Docker container with our Minecraft, and then we've spoken to Flux with it, and we will be able to do maybe Minecraft servers first. Definitely the first game that people will be able to self-host, where admins will have access to self-hosted game servers just to moderate to an extent. And obviously, we need to progress in where we can learn when there's cheaters on the server. We're currently slowly developing add-ons to the game where we can track these things, and yeah, so it's definitely gonna happen. And it will probably just be just for Minecraft, for the short term.
Going back to what others said about the Twitter space,
Uh-huh.
is that Twitter space you spoke of at Web3 Wonders show on Twitter? Our next show
Mm-hmm.
is on Wednesday at 17. I don't know UTC. I'm sorry. If you're up
Yeah.
for it, I'll make the announcement on our Twitter profile now.
Yeah.
Confirmed for Wednesday?
Uh, uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay. I was just making sure. I didn't want to like confirm it for you or anything like that and then get
Yeah.
canceled later on or something. So
Okay.
there you go. Um, you know,
Yeah.
yep, he's excited about that. Look at that. Awesome. In relation to the last question, if someone were to want to host a server, would there be a percentage incentive based on activity of the server, or
Um, you mean the server host would get an incentive to host it? Is that it?
I believe that's what he's saying.
Negative.
Yes. No.
No, we can't do that for now because for the sheer fact is because the server owner would be able to change some code, and unfortunately that will be exploitable. For the long run, I won't count that out though.
Okay. Because I know someone wanted to open up another Rust server, but I didn't
Hmm.
know if that was in the near term, if you guys were allowing that, or if that was even in the roadmap, if you're going to allow other people to host servers,
Yeah.
if how that would work. I know that's a gray area right now because
Hmm.
it's exactly like you said, like with coding, if people can get into it, it's big
Yep,
trust.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, how about custom tokens with custom game servers? Oh my God.
Yeah. Uh, um, I'm sure we laid that out before. That's what we want. Well, not custom tokens, but assets, where
Mhm.
assets will be able to use the SDK to add those assets within the game servers. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I wasn't expecting that question. I think someone asked that last time and it didn't get answered. Or maybe it did, I don't know. How can people
Hmm.
control exchanging goods for Neox? That's the whole fun about being decentralized.
Wait, what is the question?
I believe he said, how can they control people? Oh, how can they control people exchanging goods for Neox? That's the whole fun. I believe that was a statement, not a question.
Yeah.
I thought that was a question. Let's
All good.
see. Let's see. Shinner, do you have any insights or anything you would like to say so far?
Only from the last questions or statement, I think he meant for peer-to-peer trades. Like I want to sell my car for
Mhm.
Yeah.
10k Neoxas. That like.
Yeah. Yeah. That's something we definitely should allow in the future. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so it'd be like a trading place almost, kind of like separate to
Uh-huh.
the marketplace, but it's
Yeah.
peer to peer.
We'll call it a black market. Yeah.
The black
Oh,
market.
nice.
Yeah.
Golly, that's awesome. Yeah, no, that's great. Well, that wraps up my questions. At least, I mean, we pretty much hit the nail on the head, or the head on the nail, however you want to say it. We went through the circulating supply about Coinmarketcap and if that's being fixed, or if it's being confirmed. We talk about the blockchain and how that would be done, the doxing and all that, and we especially shed some light on the masternodes. I know a lot of people had questions on the masternodes, so that
Yeah.
was a big question. So it's good to see that there was clarity there, because I know a lot of people were questioning that.
Yep.
So that's awesome. I'm glad to see that. What are the next steps in terms of POG for Neoxa?
Well, proof of game is just expanding to new games constantly. Next year, so this year we possibly will roll out Rocket League, and next year, maybe add another game or two. But next year the focus will be mostly on the streaming and as well masternodes.
Yeah. Following up on that, would there be a limit for how many games you would do for Neoxa? Like, is there like a set limit you guys have in mind, or
No, we don't
no
really
limit?
have a limit. Um, no, definitely not. So we want it to be relevant. I mean, there's games that's not relevant, so we want to make sure we stick to relevant games, and also we want to try and cover different types of games. Where, for instance, we've got a shooting game now. We've got people. I don't know what you can call Minecraft, a block game. Um,
Oh,
and
Elemental's gonna
then
be pissed.
yeah, and then yeah, we've got GTA, which is role playing. I mean, we are slowly starting to cover different type of aspects of a game. Um, but yeah, I mean, definitely adding more.
Yeah, no, that's good to hear. I personally was kind of curious to see how that would be answered, because I didn't know if there was going to be a limit on, or if there would be a supply issue with that, with adding more games and adding more
Well, you
Neox
got
to
to
the.
think of it like this. There's going to be a limit on how much coins get distributed through the games.
Right, right.
But for instance, we can just take away from Rust to give more to Fortnite or whatever game, Age of Empires, you know. I'm not saying we're doing Age of Empires, um, but we can't just keep giving the same amount of coins. Obviously, there's a limit. For instance, when it becomes 15%, then we'll just distribute it differently. But adding more games, I don't think will stop in the near term. No.
Okay, yeah. I was kind of curious to see like how that would work, like, and you just answered it obviously, but it was
Yeah.
just like, wouldn't that discourage people to play like the ones that you're taking away from? So let's say Minecraft comes out, right? Another Minecraft
Hmm.
server or whatever,
Yeah.
and would you publicly announce that, hey, we're gonna be putting more towards the Minecraft server, or would that be behind closed doors?
No, it'll definitely make it public. So you got to think about it like this. We started the third Rust server. Obviously, those coins are split between the servers. It's not
Mhm.
each server gets 250k or whatever it may be. Those coins are split within servers. Um, and yeah, it will be like that when we add more games to it. It's just going to split, and it won't drastically change because let's say we add one more game in the near future, we'll take away a percentage of each game, so the impact doesn't feel that bad if you only take maybe 10-15% of each game that we have, if that makes any sense.
No, I'm following you. I'm following you.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Another question that was asked. So regarding Rust and regarding Minecraft, and of course regarding the new RP server, a lot of people are asking about stats, about how Rust had /stats and
Mm-hmm.
/rates. Obviously, I know the backstory about behind /rates because you don't want people to just go and hit
Okay.
rocks and be
Yeah.
bots, which I
Yeah.
totally understand. Like I
Mm-hmm.
get that, but a lot of people are asking about /stats, like so that they could
Uh-huh.
track how much they're doing, and of course that's there with Minecraft. You could track to see how many gems you have and how much
Yeah.
money you have. Are you planning on
Yeah.
returning that to Rust or?
No. The reason why we don't do it anymore, and unfortunately, we've seen it with Rust. People became bots, and we don't want people to have, when there's new players on the server, to be playing with human bots. It's just not. It's not part of the fun. It's not part of the game, and unfortunately, we can't allow that. And with Minecraft, yes, people can see how much gems they have, but they can't really track anything beyond that. And as well with the conversation I had with Mojang, unfortunately, um, they were the first ones that made us realize that maybe it's a bad idea to give tracking in the game. And they said that as soon as another player sees there's an advantage for another player, generally people get jealous and all that. So we definitely don't want that effect on our players.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I know that for a fact because I remember, again, I brought this back up in the last interview.
Mm-hmm.
Some guy on my team, he saw
Yeah,
that barrels gave a good amount. Now, if you hit him out a certain amount of barrels within a certain amount of hour, you get this much, and depending on that,
exactly.
he had like a whole spreadsheet, my guy. Like it was,
Yeah,
he was calculating how much Neoxa he would get a day if he hit this many barrels within a certain hour. Like it was like a job, and so to see that you guys are moving away from that and more towards, hey, play the game, have fun, role play, and you'll get your payout. I
yeah.
like that more than just go do your job.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So
Yeah. Just to get to Zoki's question, why not make a dynamic rotating algo? We're already doing that in Rust. Um, and we'll probably do that in the games that we're launching as well.
okay, Harvey, I requested you to come up onto the stage if you want to come up. If you want to stay in the audience, that's cool as well. I just wanted to make it clear that you're always welcome up. But yeah, no, man, a lot of people were really curious, especially on the Rust side. People were really curious about what was going on with /stats and what was going on because they were worried about clarity,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
and transparency.
Yeah.
But to me, in my opinion, they just wanted to see how much they think they would get.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep it honest.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let me see. Let me see. Does anyone else have any questions for the developers here? Anyone in the audience, if you want to have your question answered, please go ahead and send it in the AMA questions before we wrap this up. Simple games. I
Um,
need to source some things on GTA, but I'm here. Okay, sounds good. It's fine, Harvey. We didn't want you here anyways. Any plans for a mobile wallet?
well, there's definitely gonna be Zelcore soon, I think. And then yeah, I mean, having our own personal mobile wallet, we probably could do that too. Plan simple games as well. I mean, if when we do a mobile game, I'm not saying when that would be, but that will be something simple.
Right. Yeah. So it would be something like Angry Birds or or Solitaire.
Possibly. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. All right. All right. Will we get a free massage in Thailand and Andy's hotel anytime soon?
Oh yeah, daddy.
Right on the penthouse suite.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. I mean, for questions from me, I think I pretty much asked everything from what the crew on my side wanted to ask. So if anyone else has any questions, go ahead and send them our way, and then we can answer them. Unless anyone else has something to say, like Shinnery or Andy, do you have anything else you'd like to say?
I'm Gucci, mate.
Shinnery.
Thinking right now, but
No questions at all.
Nope.
Let me do one more scroll just in case I'm missing anything important.
We should do the GPU and how shall I do that? Because I don't really want to share my screen.
Oh, you want to do that right now?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Can you share your screen? I'll give you a site where you can do it.
Yeah, I don't
if
care.
possible. All right.
You're gonna have to see my notepad and everything, but it's cool.
Oh, cool.
I'll
Give
try
me
to
a
make sure it's not in the
second.
way.
And then Jay's buddy got a good question.
Like having a treasury for Neoxa.
Nope. Can we find a better way to use the coins other than burning them?
He's secretly working in his. Oh my god.
Can we find a better? I mean, we don't like burning coins, but if there's no use for them, and I mean, those burnt coins now goes to GTA. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just go ahead and send that my way, and then I can screen share it.
Just a second. I'll send it to you now. I think this one should work just fine. And then the URL, I'll give it to you now.
Sure. Twitter picker. Must follow, and then it would be at Neoxa, correct?
Yeah, so net. Yeah.
Okay, let me make sure I got everything complete for that. I will say though, I do appreciate the transparency. I know a lot of other developers from other projects like to beat around the bush whenever it comes to certain things like that, you know? So, I really appreciate the transparency for
Yeah,
the
man.
questions.
I just like beating in the bush, and that's it.
That's only Thailand bushes though.
Yeah, so yeah, that's the link that you enter on top there. I believe you'll say load tweet.
Yes. Let me go ahead and do it now. Yeah, here we go. All right. Twitter link, copy. And we're picking one winner, correct?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Load tweet.
Are you streaming it?
Oh no, I'm just getting everything ready before.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm not gonna scam people out of their GPU. I promise.
Okay, so user interaction must be any, I think.
Okay, let me go ahead and start streaming this bad boy.
Just make user interactions all those any.
Okay, user interactions always any. Okay. Continue. Oh wow, 600 entries. Look at that. Isn't that sweet?
Yeah.
All right. Now I got to figure out how to screen share with the event. I know how to screen share regularly, but with the event, it's kind of tricky.
I
I
wonder if it's
believe.
possible.
I don't know. I've never screen shared with an event, so I could try my best. Let me find a way. Don't screen share your. I'll try not to. I don't think it's possible.
Yeah, I don't think so. We can always jump on another channel quickly and we can get that sorted. It's fine. Jump
Yeah,
just
no,
on a
that's fine.
random talk
Go
channel.
to yeah, we could go to general or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I could do it then. When would you want to do that? Would you want to do that now, or would you like
Yeah,
to?
we can wrap it up here and then we do it there quickly.
Okay, yeah, no problem. So again, I already went through my questions. So if anyone else, last call, if you have any questions for the developers or the crew or anything like that, we will be happy to answer them.
A foundation. We're not planning on a foundation. Obviously, we have a developer fee, which we use for expenses and all that. And the same with hiring new developers. We're gonna obviously our new developers not gonna work for free, so we're obviously gonna pay new developers. And then yeah, currently just the development fee, you can call that the foundation, I suppose.
Alrighty. Is it possible to add SC on Neoxa chain? Smart contract. Okay, smart contracts. All right.
So Neoxa is more to do with assets because we are Raven coin fork, so there's no smart contracts within the Neoxa blockchain. No? Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, our blockchain already, you can make assets and you can host NFTs.
I just got a DM from someone. Okay. This fellow has a question saying, do you have any plans to expand the Neoxa team? And if so, which areas?
Just blockchain for now.
Okay.
The only expansion we're doing would be blockchain developers, which we're adding one pretty soon.
All right. With that being said, I think we can go ahead and head over and wrap this up if everyone's all right with that.
Yeah.
Alrighty. If everyone would please go to the 3070 winner and we will announce the 3070 winner. Alrighty.
All right.
Thank you everyone for tuning in.
Peace out.
See ya, guys.
All right. Yeah, let's go ahead.
Yo, I've been deafened, but my mic's still live. Thank you.
What's
All
up,
right.
guys?
Hey. Hey.
Alrighty. Everyone's thoughts on the interview? Everyone get their their questions answered?
That was amazing, guys. That was a great AMA. Can't wait to have you guys on the show.
Good chat, man.
Yeah, we appreciate it. I don't know if Andy's in here though. Let me see.
I am, man.
Andy.
I'm here.
I don't even see you.
Oh, man. Somewhere there.
Oh, there you are. I see you. You're all the way at the top. All right.
Yeah.
Green 1. All right, everyone. We are going to announce the 3070 winner. If everyone could tune in. So we have 602 entries. So now we are going to load this up and see who will win. Now, drum roll, please.
Hakan, behave yourself, mate.
Playfrex.
All right. Cool.
Playfrex. Now, if we could view the entry, let's see if he did everything. If I'm correct, if we could do that. No, maybe not. But Playfrex, if you would please message Andy, and if you are here, please reach out to them.
Is there any way that we can verify that they're not a bot account? Because there was an awful lot of bots in there. I think somebody might have.
It looks all right, to be fair.
1 hour ago. Retweets. Hey, my man's getting fit though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that looks pretty body, don't it? That looks pretty body.
Goodness.
Yeah, that looks pretty
Oh my god.
That looks pretty body, man.
All right, that's enough of that. That's
Is
enough.
Playfrex in here? Is he in here? I want that 3070. Come on.
Do you want the draw ID as well, or no?
Yeah, you can send it to me.
All right.
Cheers. All right, guys. Peace out.
Yeah, it was good meeting everyone. Thank you for the interview.
All right, then. Peace.